the way. Yes, sir. Coral, abide with Groot.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Good to be back. It's good to be back once again. And today we got some Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon. I've been playing this game for about 2 weeks now, I want to say, right? What's today? Yeah, it's been about 2 weeks, and I'm having a lot of fun with it, having a blast. I will say I did run into quite a few hiccups because as you progress through the game, these enemies get pretty difficult. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm talking difficult to the point where it's like, yo, I need to take a nap and then try this again the next day, which I almost did one time, but as soon as I came back home on Father's Day, I ended up beating him. It was pretty cool. It's the Ice Worm, and those who played this game knows why the Ice Worm is a problem, like first time around. So let's just talk about the meat and potatoes as to why I feel like Armored Core 6 is just heavily underrated. So, number one, we got intense and customizable mech combat. This is probably one of the, I'm not gonna say one of the, most or the best customizable sort of game out there. Because when you talk about From Software, you gotta take into account that they just made Elden Ring and then they just came out with another one. And those have to be probably their most customizable games of all time right now. But in terms of mech combat and just the mech genre, they did what they needed to do with this game. I'm talking, you got machine guns, shotgun, laser blades, laser swords, you got rocket launchers, you got flamethrowers, you got everything. You got what you need in this game, bro. This is, if it were up to me, I would be rocking 2 miniguns, but because you actually can run out of ammo in some of these levels, I had to take the minigun off. So I'm using just a regular machine gun and then a laser blade, which basically allows me to hit twice. But if I'm going against a boss that's like extremely difficult and he has like a sort of mechanic that you need to like hurry up and hit him, then I usually roll with 2 rocket launchers. And no, actually, 3 rocket launchers, and then one of those missiles that shoot in 8s. Like it's like a whole bunch of mini missiles for like the tinier enemies. But yeah, it's really intense in terms of like what you can do to customize your armor on your bot. You can customize your core, arms, legs, and just everything on your mech could be you. You can customize the color of it. I think you can name it, or it just takes the name of your PlayStation name, but still, it's really good. I think that you guys should at least give this game a try on a sale, I'd say, because the game came out 2 years ago, so you expect the game to be like roughly 20, I don't know, 24? Yeah, 24 to 25 on some of these PlayStation sales, and definitely cop it. But let's move on to the, I want to say number 2. Which I was already talking about with the bosses. These bosses are so challenging, bro. So challenging to the point where I'm telling you, you will remember these bosses. These aren't bosses that are hard and you just forget about. No, these are bosses that you're gonna remember why they were annoying. Because they had specific ways to break their shield, or you only can hit their face but their entire body is covered, or you can't hit them till you reach the bottom of the pit like in this video. Like it's actually pretty interesting because when it comes down to the level design of some of this game, the reason why it's so good is because it sort of, it sort of highlights whatever enemy that you're preparing to fight against. It almost correlates with the sort of design of the enemy within the level. Like, how can I explain this? Like the Ice Worm, for example, the only way you can hit it is in its face. But it's almost like you're in its own environment to where it puts emphasis on why this is where you're fighting him and why he's so powerful in this area. And I like that about this game because it sort of sets the mood and a tone in a way where you'll have to basically, like, I'm not going to say play how they want you to play, but you sort of go a route that makes the experience a lot more I'm not gonna say theatrical, but just a lot more epic. Just a lot more like, whoa, what's gonna happen? Like you get certain moments where the tension just starts to build, and you just start to question: am I gonna be alive? Should I be moving? Should I be running? Should I be going? And you know, the whole time it's just cool stuff happening left and right. I think that the only reason why this game got swept under the rug is because the gameplay is so distinct from what gamers are used to nowadays. You know, gamers, I ain't gonna say gamers, but younger gamers, they don't know about, you know, those mech games from back in the day. You know, I forgot the mech game, what it's called on GameCube, but you guys know what I'm talking about. It's like a robo mech game, and then you have anyway, that's besides the point, sort of. It's just the fact that people don't know how to play these games, and because they don't know, they sort of want you to hold their hand all throughout the game. And once they realize that they sort of have to figure out the level design, where to go, what to pay attention to, all that, once they can't figure that out, they literally just kind of give up on the game. And it has a learning curve as well with the combat. It has a major learning curve to where you'll have to pay attention to your weight load, and then you'll have to pay attention to how you'll utilize your weapons in certain specific missions, because your go-to weapon might not work on a boss that you can only hit from behind, or a boss that you can only hit until you climb, you know, its body and try to hit its face, and it has a certain weakness. Like, it's just, I feel like this game is pretty detailed, to the point where it's overwhelming for me to just kind of take it in all at once. I have to literally chip at it so that I know what works for me in certain levels. But what I wanted to basically say was that, like, you guys should check this game out, no doubt. But have you guys played Armored Core 6 before? No? Yes? Let me know down in the comments. Love to read those comments, ladies and gentlemen. And make sure you guys give the video a like, a dislike, whatever floats your boat. If you don't like my videos, it's cool. Just glad you came to watch and listen. I have another video coming up, but there's situations happening in my life right now. It's not like bad, but it's more like, do I want to do this or that? And I don't really want to get into it just yet, until just a little later, until the decision is made. But that is just basically what's been going on with me. I'll catch you guys later, and enjoy the rest of the video. Peace out.